What up, everybody? Dread here. We are on number 97 out of 100 on Nu Metal Agenda's greatest 100 nu metal albums of all time. Today we're doing a band that's not terribly popular, but did have one album that kind of sold alright, which we're going to be talking about today. That band is called Adema, and some people probably could have inferred by the vocals, but the frontman or singer of this album is actually the half-brother of Jonathan Davis from Korn, which is the singer of Korn. His name is Mark Chavez, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And you can definitely hear it in his vocals. Anyhow, so this album actually, which is the self-entitled album Adema by Adema, was actually certified gold by the RIAA, which means it has sold at least 100,000 copies in the U.S., which is actually a good bit. That's pretty freaking good, considering a lot of bands on this list I don't think did that. So it was a success. I would assume that the part of the reason of the success of this album is because I think they marketed this pretty heavily on the fact that the half-brother of Jonathan Davis of Korn was going to be in here, and like Korn's huge. They're the freaking originators of the genre nu metal, and their albums have sold pretty good. They got a lot of popular songs. Like they got a huge following. They're a very, very influential band. A lot of rock, metal, even some like rap and pop artists are influenced by Korn in today's like music. So yeah, I don't blame them for doing that. But the singer kind of sounds like him too. Like I said, when he's doing like the choruses, like the stronger, more powerful singing, he sounds kind of like him. I saw rumors that Jonathan Davis was doing backing vocals on this album, which I can't really tell, and I couldn't find anything out on it that seemed valid. I just saw it on like Reddit or some shit, so I don't know, but wouldn't surprise me. So this album is like very, very nu metal. Aside from there's not a lot of rapping on here. There's no DJ turntable or anything like that. But this is like all the stereotypes of nu metal are here. Like this is nu metal. This is nu metal. This is nu metal at its freaking most watered down, basic, whatever you want to call it. That's all this album is. There's nothing really experimental on here. This is just straight up nu metal. It's pretty it's like a very safe album. Overall, everything's pretty radio friendly. There's like a couple F-bombs or something, but like in terms of like music, it's very, very safe. This is Korn light. I'm gonna be honest. That's what this band is. At least this album, I should say. Which is not necessarily a negative thing because Korn's pretty kick-ass and like their sound worked out for them, obviously. One thing I like, the production of this album is like as perfect as it gets for a nu metal album. It's dark, but it's still very clean. It works very, very well. Like all the instruments are like tuned in perfectly for how they need to be for a nu metal. The singing fits the nu metal pretty well, although it's not the strongest singing in the world. They got the big crunchy down-tuned riffs and guitar and the bungle, like Mr. Bungle-esque Korn, whatever you want to call it, like chords. Drumming's like the same way. Like it all different parts of the song. So this is it works. I can't say this enough. This is super stereotypical nu metal. For better or for worse, I guess. We will get off to the first song, which is titled Everyone. It starts off with the heavy chugging riffs that you would expect out of nu metal. They're pretty good. They work pretty well. There's that eerie Korn chord sounding burst. Lots of the bungle chords, we'll call them. There's lots of that here. And that's pretty much how the entire song goes. It's followed with the chorus with the more chugging riffs and the cliche lyrics that we all love so very much about nu metal. Most of us. If you couldn't tell, it's sarcasm. And more or less, the song is about everyone being a bunch of douchebags and life sucking. Boo-hoo, boo-hoo. Stereotypical nu metal lyrics. Not the most original thing here, or general, but it's a solid opener. I think it's good enough. It'll take us to Blow It Away, which I don't really give a shit about. This is very generic. and it's about an ex that's just a complete bitch, and the singer wants to how do I put this in YouTube friendly terms, off her. Like literally, it's worded damn near close to that in the song. There's a little bit of like a cool industrial sounding like instrumental in the beginning of the song. Other than that, like this is just filler to me. You can skip this. That leads us to track 3, which is Given In, which I believe was one of the bigger songs off the album. It's one of the singles, actually. It's a little bit more of a mellow song. It's about being an alcoholic, just drinking your problems away, drinking your relationships away. I would highly advise that if you can relate to the song, you go go to like AA or some shit. I don't know what to tell you. Just put that shit down. It's okay. There's nothing outstanding about this song, but it's not like bad. You could listen to it. It's fine. I'll probably be saying that a lot here throughout this album, unfortunately. So that leads us to track 4, which is another single titled Freaking Out. I just want to quote here part of the... actually, no, I'll quote the entire first verse for you guys, just so you can hear some of the truly most inspirational, life-changing, mind-bending, Shakespearean lyrics you will ever hear in your fucking life from a band or musical artist. You ready? I was so much an outcast. No one ever liked me because I wasn't wanted. I was so different from the rest of them all. Fucked up on the drugs from all the speed. And I never got no sleep. Because I kept on tripping over what they said. And everything that my mom said made me sad. And everything that my dad said made me mad. I might have actually mixed the mad and sad part up, but you get the idea. Oh yeah, on top of that, this is all wrapped pretty poorly, you know. With the he says, she says bullshit, or whatever the fuck. So you got that on top of it as the cherry on top. Like the lyrics like this is why everyone thinks nu metal's a fucking joke and nobody wants to listen to it. Like when I heard these lyrics, I straight up like was getting kind of butthurt. I'm like, this is the best you can come up with. You literally have to go and say, my mom made me sad, my dad made me mad. Fucking do better. Like this is why nu metal is looked down upon, and why people don't want to listen to it, and why it's a fucking laughing stock. Shit like this. So I know this came out in the past, but if we're gonna have a nu metal revival or whatever, can we not do this like ever again? This lyrics, you can be kind of depressing or angsty, whatever, but don't make it this like. This is so blunt that it's just fucking bad. Like, be a little bit more creative or something. This is cringe. Like, we don't need to fucking hear this. Anyhow, song's okay musically, but it's nothing to write home about. It's like Corn Light, like I said before. So, you take that for what you want. That takes us to another bigger song off the album, which I believe this is their most played on Spotify, entitled The Way You Like It, which is track 5. I believe the message of this song is fame changing someone into something that they aren't, or for the worst, which is actually a pretty good message, I would say. The music here, once again, standard nu metal stuff you've probably heard before, but this one's, I think, done fairly well. You know, it's still nothing original here. This is all stuff you heard, but it works. It's good. Take a listen to it. The message, I think, is pretty good. I'm not going to quote the lyrics, but they're just getting, at this point, like, we're close to halfway through the album. To me, they're getting mind-numbingly bad. I'm just at the point where I'm kind of tuning them out. I just want to hear the music, even though, honestly, God, the music's not a whole lot better. It's just very bland. Like I said, I can appreciate these blunt lyrics, but they're just fucking downright cringe at this point, or they're just making me, like, just shake my head. Like, this is the best you could come up with. Like, come the fuck on. It's very nu metal cliche, and it's getting a little old. Yeah, that's really all I got to say about that one. So now we're on to an equally unoriginal, stupid titledly song. Titledly's even a word, if not, I just fucking invented it. Track 6 is called Close Friends. Now take a guess. What do you think this song is about? I'll wait. Actually, I don't fucking want to, because I'm sick of already reviewing this album, and I don't want to fucking think about it, because it's just boring as shit. So, if you guessed that it's about losing close friends. Bingo fucking bruva for you, buddy. You got it right. At this fucking point, dude, I don't want to go through every single song because it's just more of this shit, and I'm getting tired of it. Anyhow, like, at this point, I'm sick of this fucking album. It's not like, actually, I'm overreacting a little bit. It's not god-awful, but it's so fucking bland and uninspired. I'm getting tired of it, and the lyrics are fucking awful overall. Anyhow, this song's boring as shit overall. So the next track, which is track 7, will Do What You Want to Do. The chorus is catchy. That's all I gotta fucking say about it. Track 8 is titled Skin. The music in this is actually pretty solid, but once again, generic as shit, and the lyrics are fucking boring. Moving on to track 9, because I don't feel like talking about this shit, because it's all the fucking same. This is what I'm gonna be saying throughout this shit. It's just boring and generic, unfortunately. What am I on? Track 10 here. Or no, I'm sorry. Track 9. See, I'm so fucking bored I'm losing count. Track 9 is titled Pain Inside. Now this one, I think, is actually one of the highlights here, because this is a little tad tiny fucking bit different. It's like a new metal and a post-grunge hybrid, which hasn't, it's not that this hasn't been done before, but it's different. It's kind of cool. There's like some acoustic guitars in here. It's a little slower of a song overall. The chorus is actually like more on the emotional side, I would say, and actually like it works. It's not just fucking, you know, my dad made me mad, my mom made me sad, whatever the fuck, because that's just stupid. I liked it. I actually genuinely liked this song, although the lyrics a little bit better. Still bad, but a little bit better. Same thing I will say about the next song, actually, which is called Speculum. Literally same thing. It's got a little bit new metal post-grunge hybrid, which is nice here because while we're getting a straightforward new metal, and for the most part, I'm getting sick of it, in all honesty. Like I said, same exact thing. I really don't have a ton to say about that. The lyrics, though, are, I think, about losing a close friend or a lover or something like that to drugs, and then you get to go see him in the afterlife at the end. Which, then, fair enough, good message. It's not the typical fucking boo-hoo, I'm gonna punch holes in drywall bullshit that the other songs are, so that's cool. That brings us to track 11, which is entitled Drowning, which fucking sucks. Moving on again. Now we're going to track 12, which is actually my favorite song on the album, which is called Trust. I don't know how to explain the guitar, the constant. I don't. It just sounds like fucking Spider-Man to me. Something that would play in like a Spider-Man game from like the 90s. And I looked this shit up and I couldn't find it. It doesn't seem like this song was in anything, but I could have sworn it was, because I swear I've heard this before. I just don't know where. Like the guitar and the drums and everything together, and the music of this, it has like a creepy, crawly vibe. I don't know how else to explain it. Just listen to it. And it reminds me of, it just reminds me of fucking Spider-Man for some reason. I don't know why, it just does. It's got like it's just got that creeping vibe that I really, really like. I don't know why, but I do. It has a little bit of like atmospheric, spacey, like, it's got like a keyboard or something in it going throughout it too that's really cool. Lyrics are still kind of blah like everything else. And there's a little cool acoustic guitar section at the end of the song that closes out the album, which I actually really like too. So this song, fucking solid, thumbs up. So now that we've gone through this album, I'm kind of relieved, because I don't really like it that much. I've been like back and forth on it, because I'm like, at the end of the day, it's not terrible. It's just boring as shit and it's uninspired. Everything in here is unoriginal and it's cliche as fuck. There's nothing unique here at all. This has all been done before. It's Korn fucking light. I hate to say that, but that's what it is. It's not done anywhere near as good as Korn. Too many cringy, whiny, woes mere lyrics on here, which I get is in new metal, but this shit is just face-palmingly fucking bad. And it's just downright fucking lame. No inspiration here. It's been done 1,000 times better by other bands. Like, Limp Bizkit, honestly, has better fucking lyrics than these people do, and these guys are taking themselves too seriously. At least Limp Bizkit doesn't. They're fucking poets compared to this band. Good fucking riddance, dude. I don't really see anyone listening to this album more than like once or twice and then just being like, yeah, I think I've got the gist of this album. It's just not that great. It's just, it's too goddamn repetitive at the bottom line. That's, to me, why I can't get into it. Too damn repetitive. And the vocals aren't very good either, and the lyrics suck freaking, you know. Like, it ain't god awful. I don't even think I'm going to give it a negative review, actually. Because while nothing in here is, like, offensively bad other than some of the lyrics, truth be told. The vocals aren't strong either, but they get the job done. At the end of the day, we'll go 5 out of 10. That will be the final score. Which is pretty much painfully fucking average, because to me that's what this is. I'm probably not going to listen to this again. If you are a huge nu metal junkie, which you probably are if you're checking this out, go ahead and give it a listen if you'll think otherwise. I think this is boring, uninspired. It just very uninspired. I don't care for it. Like I said, for the 20th time, it's Corn Light. It's got good production. Some of the songs on here are like above average, bordering into like good. But that's like, what, 2 or 3 songs on the fucking album? That's not enough to carry it. And someone needs to tell, what is his name, Mark Chavez, the fucking singer of this, bro, don't rip off your bro. Do something different. This is where nu metal gets bad reps, is for all the cliches and fucking whining and crying and he's trying to copy his brother with a singing style, I think. He doesn't sound anywhere near as good. I just do something different, because I think this band just came back like a year ago. I saw somewhere too. So if you're gonna put more shit out, do something different. But that's pretty much it for this album. I don't have a ton to say about it. I don't really want to talk about it that much because I don't care for it. I ain't listening to it again. Maybe other than like 2 songs. Anyhow, thank you for watching this review, which turned into more of a rant. Next album is number 97 out of 100, I believe. Or is it 96? Fuck. It's 96. See, when I get flustered over this shit, and then I can't remember what I'm doing, because this album sucks. I'm blaming this album for that. Yes, we will be back. Number 96 next time. Hopefully that one is better than this, and that I am not bitching the entire time that I'm giving the review. Anyhow, as always, thank you for tuning in. I'll see you next time with number 96 out of 100. See ya.